Radiant team pick.
Send
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Welcome back everybody to our second match of StarLadder Europe. It is time for Empire to look to get their second win for today. They're going up against a slightly easier opponent. They took down Alliance and now they're going to be up against Aware.Gaming. And well, once again joining me is my fellow Australian. It's going to be Baseskip. How are you doing, Baseskip?
Doing pretty well. Looking forward to some more Empire in action, honestly.
Yeah, these guys are fun to watch. Even when they're like stomping opponents left, right, and center, they just play with like such cohesion, and they always have such a purpose moving around the map, and it's really a sight to see. So I enjoy watching them play, even the one-sided games.
Yeah, they remind me sort of what was it? Maybe pre-TI2 Tongfu with like the mind meld team fights that they had going on. So it's a little bit of what I'm seeing here as well. So always fun to watch Empire. And they chewed up a bunch of their... Well, are we on the draft yet, or are we still on?
Yeah, right. I just got into the draft.
Okay, sweet. I'm never sure. I'm never checking the overlays. I'm not on the stream. But they actually chewed up a whole bunch of their bonus time on the first two picks because I think they felt a little bit spoiled for choice. The Lycan gets banned out, but they haven't really been playing any Ember Spirit. I think they played once last week, and that's about it. 2 times total for this patch. So the Invoker made it through, AA made it through, and they did have to sit there and ponder for a second, like, what exactly do we want here? But now we are going to be seeing some Invoker, and I'm always excited to see resolution on Invoker.
Yeah, and Aware with a Nyx like first pick Centaur of all things as well was definitely that's where Empire really probably got caught by surprise. Like they were probably expecting an AA or an Invoker there, and well, we'll see exactly how this works out because right now Aware have 2 kind of melee heroes in the front lines. They don't match up that well against Invoker or Dazzle, I feel. I mean, sure, Nyx Assassin can look to burst them down. He's got the mana burn, he's got the great ganking potential, but this laning stage for Aware.Gaming just doesn't look too strong or scary right now.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and if it ends up being, especially a Clawswex Invoker, they're going to have to jump him first in the fights. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, if the Centaur or the Nyx Assassin get mana burned, that's just it for them for the rest of the fight. So initiation is going to be super important, and to that end, how quickly this Centaur can pick himself up a Blink Dagger. I don't know if we're going to be seeing both a core Centaur and a core Nyx, both because that's a lot of overlapping initiation, and Nyx Assassin isn't going to handle mid too well against the Invoker. So I guess just the support Nyx coming out here from Aware.
Yeah. Or I mean, a few teams have been doing like the safe lane farming Centaur, but not a big fan of that. Empire now pick up a Luna as well. This is a smart choice, obvious BKB candidate, which is what you kind of want against Centaur as well as Nyx Assassin, a hero that does well against just melee heroes in general. And I think this is a smart carry choice for Team Empire.
And super painful if you play, or for the offlaner, if you play it right as far as the Luna's positioning. If you make sure that you're always close enough to your support to have the Lunar Blessing up while he's chipping away at the Centaur and zoning him out, that little bit of extra kick really adds up over time.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep. Well, Aware.Gaming, they need definitely some ranged presence here to go with their lineup, and that's where Empire ban out the AA support. See exactly what Aware look to get instead. Heroes like Rubik still in the pool as well, so there's still plenty of options, but they go for a Shadow Demon for now, so get what's going to be likely the support duo, the Shadow Demon Nyx Assassin, unless they are going to run one of those heroes in like a mid lane or farming role.
Yeah, interesting support combo I have to say. Nice roaming potential. Definitely.
Oh,
Radiant
the
I don't
mag
know about
clockwork.
the Shadow Demon. I guess it's nice against the Luna. You disrupt, you get some illusions of your own with Glaives, with Lunar Blessing. Always nice to have.
I think Shadow Demon is situationally still really strong. Like there was a game, it was earlier today where it was against the it was against the TA. It was in the Titan vs Execration series, and Shadow Demon just completely wrecked this TA because TA got kited around for days, and it's one of those things where against certain kind of physical damage heroes like Lifestealer TA can really do well, but can also really struggle. And we see Aware go into an Alchemist, so Shadow Demon Alchemist synergizes pretty well. It can easily set up the Alchemist stun. But the big hero that I see picked up is Empire, picking up the Clockwork from Mag. This is one of Empire's most played heroes this patch, I believe you were mentioning to me
The
earlier
most.
today.
Yeah,
Wow.
the most.
Right.
And a 76%
They
win
like
rate
their
to
clock.
boot.
remaining.
I mean, well, what, 76%?
Yeah.
Well, they've won like 80% of their
Reserve
games, so that means
time.
Clockwork's
Yeah.
actually bad for them. Like, if you're winning 80% of your games and you're only 76% with Clockwork, that hero is you should not be going for.
Yeah, bit of a gap.
No.
But I
Radiant
just don't
team
quite know how
back.
these Aware heroes are ever going to
This-
engage into the cogs in an EMP.
What-
It's gonna be such a hard life.
What is this draft? Like, that's what I find myself asking. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what Aware's trying to do here.
I'm not sure
10
myself.
seconds remaining.
Is Solomid Alchemist a thing for
5 seconds remaining.
Europe? Or
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's like Aware.Gaming and no one else
Reserve
really.
time.
And pretty much it. Yeah. Okay, so I guess mid Nyx
I
assassin.
see Shadow Demon Alchemist
Dire
definitely
team
roam
pick.
well together. And I would prefer to see a Shadow Demon Alchemist Centaur tri-lane with Nick in the offlane than like a Harry Alchemist with Nick's Shadow Demon support. Maybe it is the Solomid Alchemist that you mentioned though. It is definitely possible.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I don't really know the first thing about Aware.Gaming. I recognize a couple
Yeah.
of the players from casting StarLadder previously, but that's about it. So I
10
can't really give any
seconds
insight onto
remaining.
what trends they've been picking up on. What's been working for them so far. They don't have the best
Radiant
record,
team
admittedly.
No. I've cast them a few times. The big player to look out for is Lolik, who's kind of like their playmaker solo mid-type player, but he hasn't really got any playmaker type heroes. There's no Puck for him. He plays a bit of Ember Spirit as well. There's no Ember Spirit, so a bit limited as far as actual explosive heroes go.
And Empire ran things out with a Sand King, so it just even more initiation. The
10
hero's great
seconds remaining.
with zero cost Blink Dagger and being able to jungle up that Blink Dagger in
5
pretty much less
seconds
than
remaining.
minutes as well. So
Yeah.
nice pickup overall. And
Reserve
Empire's lineup
time.
looking pretty scary. Aware's lineup, maybe it'll all come together with this last piece of the puzzle, but I'm still a little bit puzzled in all honesty.
What puts it together, do you think?
The one thing that they could maybe do, and they could look to run something like the Centaur solo on the safe lane up against the Clockwork. That should be alright. And then try and cobble together potential aggressive tri-lane if they're feeling confident. And as soon as the Centaur hits 6, it's super similar to a Nature's Prophet where you pop the Stampede, get the buff up on your entire tri-lane, they charge in, and they're able to wipe out the opposing tri-lane. So it means even if you're only trading up until that point and just keeping the Luna down and preventing the Sand King from jungling, that can be the big turning point, very similar to Wrath of Nature coming up on the Nature's Prophet. So that's maybe an option. I don't know if they're looking at that right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out soon enough what the last pick is going to be. So many heroes that can be run in different positions, like Nick, support, offlane, mid, Alchemist, mid, carry, support, Centaur, mostly in the offlane, but you could see him as a safe lane farmer. Doesn't really go anywhere else too well, but Aware.Gaming, plenty of options up their sleeves, and we'll find out just soon enough what it's going to be. But definitely Empire, very well-rounded draft. Heroes they do well with, heroes they play a lot. We talk about the Clockwork, they also love and play a lot of Dazzle. Invoker,
10
always a hero that
seconds
Resolution has
remaining.
played well at the same time, so it'll be a
5
scary
seconds remaining.
draft to go up against. Generally, I think Resolution goes to the Exalt build on Invoker, but we'll see if that's going to be the case here. They go last pick. I don't think it was the glue to bring their lineup together, to be honest.
No, it's another extremely mana-dependent,
Full me-
extremely mana-dependent melee heroes against Cogs and probably EMP. Resolution plays a really mean Quasar Invoker, and I think he was
Okay.
one of the first people that was picking it up straight away as soon as the new patch was out. So I think that's probably the game plan here.
Yeah. Well, alright, we'll get ourselves into the game soon enough. Apparently, Vangsko was saying that apparently Resolution is afraid of Lolik. So definitely watch out for Lolik. He's going to be playing on the Night Stalker, so possibly that 1v1 mid matchup between those two players. But well, pause comes out. Looks like one of the players just needs a quick reboot. But 4 melee heroes, all of which are mind dependent. And yeah, I think you're definitely right. Resolution probably going to go for that Quaswex build.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
It's just it's a better like defensive build as well, and against 4 melee heroes, they're going to look to kind of go for that like face rush kind of style. I mean, Night Stalker leading the charge, Shadow Demon Alchemist going for ganks as well, and that's where Tornado is one of your best skills to use defensively, as well as having a Ghost Walk up your sleeve is always fantastic. So definitely looks like a good Quaswex build. They don't really need the damage output from him. That's going to come to Luna. Sand King as well to some extent. Once Sand King gets levels, as well as a Blink Dagger, and Mag can also give some good initiation. So it doesn't really. We need to see an Exort Invoker.
Yeah, the Tornado's fantastic against Stampede, great against Initiation in general, and you can always, with the Quaswex build, take your point in Exort whenever you start to feel that you need the Ice Wall and the Deafening Blast to try and make even more space in fights. Yeah. So, yeah, that's probably the go here, and it looks like Orange is back for Aware, so get underway soon.
Cool. Yeah, reconnected, just needs to pick his hero up and get things underway. Aware.Gaming, they're heavy underdogs coming into this series. That goes without saying, but they'll give it their all. I think Aware.Gaming doing pretty well in, there's like a Tech Labs qualifier for the LAN finals going on now, and I think they're in the next KZ qualified, and it's Aware versus Virtus Pro to decide who's going to be the final team to qualify for the LAN, but they're getting some good experience. They're playing together a lot. We'll quickly introduce them as well, since some of you viewers at home may not be aware and familiar with this team. It is going to be Lolik playing on the Night Stalker. We see YMH, I think that's Yamaha playing the Alchemist. We're going to have Roger playing the Shadow Demon. We have Nyx Assassin being played by Stress. Is that Stress? Yeah. And then finally we're going to have Zako playing the Centaur in the offlane.
Yep. And meanwhile for Empire, we've got Mag handling the offlane Clockwork. Heading towards mid, we've got Resolution on his Invoker. Definitely looking like a Quaswex build from him, just the phase boot rush coming up. We've got Always Wanna Fly on the Sand King, has a smoke to start things out, so maybe see movement towards mid fairly early on. Dazzle's going to be handled by Vanscore, and finally we have Silent over on the Luna.
Yep. Also being pulled to Tango here, and early sentry drop by Aware in this bottom lane, just making sure they have the detection possibly for Mag if he put the Observer Ward there, but it looks like he's going to is he going to put on this cliff here? The spot which you often see offlaners use if they don't think they can get that Observer Ward down in the tree. So he is going to go for that spot. This Observer Ward's nice because you can scout out this medium camp here, so you know when they're going for a double pull. Oh wow. Oh, Empire has found him. The 3-hero rotation. Oh, first blood going Empire's way. There we go. Dota 2 sounds back on. Salamayonnaise.
These incredulous pings. He's like, why on earth? Oh, can I do it? Yeah, there we go. Why on earth were the Dazzle and the Sand King there? Like I was so safe. I was fine. I was just checking the Zerman urn to make sure that nothing weird was happening. But Empire catch him out. Nice first blood for them. Great start to the game.
Invis Rune will spawn bottom. That will be picked up by Stress. He's going to go bottom with this Invis Rune probably. But Mag, he's not even interested in going out of the lane. He's just going to block in as many creeps as possible. Wait till the wave can push down towards his tower, and well, he'll just leave these creeps as trapped in as possible. Creep wave coming his way, so Mag pretty much guaranteed some last hits and farm in this off lane.
Yeah, and the Aware support's seeing this. Yeah, they're going to immediately just go, well, hopefully stack the camp, and then pull it and start getting this lane going. Nope, okay, support's just going to drift back into the lane and not do a heck of a lot against Clockwork.
Hey man, Alchemist got to deny. That counts for something. Not that you deny much experience. No. Not the best start for this this trial. It is going to be a farming Alchemist, so haven't seen a carry Alchemist in a long time. Something different for once at least.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Already the first point in greed, so very little kill potential against this Clockwork. I don't think there's any way for the Clockwork to know, though, so he's still going to play defensively as if it were unstable concoction. Yeah, I was being very greedy here.
Well, top lane, we are going to see Centaur getting slowed up by a poison touch. Doesn't look like the follow-up's going to reach. Luna's nearby, but doesn't have the chasing potential there. Luna with boots already, and Silent, yeah, he's off to a great start with that first blood gold going his way. When you get like that faster first blood, it's almost where you want to go for like a phase boots Luna, just for that extra killing potential in the laning stage. But we'll see, maybe just goes for a standard treads type build. 2-minute rune going to spawn bottom. That will be picked up by Mag. Double damage rune. He can't really do too much with this one, and Roger will scout him out from the high ground.
Empire already just getting so much more out of the map. They stacked at 52 seconds into the game. They ran their first pull, so a bit of extra experience for the supports. Mag's already stacked the Ancients once as well, so prepping for the Luna later on. And the Aware supports just look kind of lost. I feel like they haven't really done a whole lot just yet. They know that they'd like to kill the Clockwork, but Mag's just playing back very defensively pretty much at all times. Does move forward now, however, so
Disruption.
we'll see maybe a bit of kill potential.
Disruption's up here. They're gonna need an Assassin Impel. I don't know if they can get this kill. Alchemist is challenging his stun. The Impel goes in. Mag still pretty tanky. Does get the cogs off. There's a TP coming as well. A lot of damage being dished out to Mag, and he's gonna get graved up. Great TP from Bankscore. That'll save Mag's life, and Mag has a salve. He should do salve up, and he's gonna get this kill on Roger. Wow. Nice react from Bankscore. Turns that bottom gank around, and well, that's adding insult to injury right now. As now we're going to see another kill in the top lane. Sanking with a wraparound. They're looking for the Centaur here. Luna needs to be careful. Has to dodge this stun. We'll go into the trees here. We'll pick up the kill now. Shadow Demon even TPing in for this one. There's a Burrow Strike in 3 seconds. They may get another kill here. Oh dear. Burrow Strike catches out the Shadow Demon. 1 or 2 more right clicks. Luna's even going to get the kill. A double kill at top lane for Silent. That's a bit of a disaster for Aware.Gaming. Just 3.5 minutes in and 4-0. Not even all about the kills at this point. It's just about Empire winning all 3 lanes, essentially.
Yeah, Nightstalker, slight CS lead mid, but just not a huge deal, honestly, since Resolution is still getting his farm, and that's what he's there for. And if nobody can help the Nightstalker in ganking through the mid game, then whatever levels of farm he has aren't really going to be too scary, because the supports can just buddy up, Empire can sit under their towers, and feel pretty secure.
Yep. Resolution is going for that full Quaswex build, has his phase boots online and pretty much good to go. And this is not going to be a bottle invoker, which means you can leave these as much as possible for the supports, for other heroes on the map. Clockwork is... Did he go for a bottle? He hasn't gone for one just yet. May want to pick one up later on, just since the mid hero won't be getting a bottle. This trialing for Aware just isn't really doing a whole lot, and their other lanes are just not doing much either. It is the first nighttime now, so Nightstalker could look to move around, but Nightstalker during the first night is nowhere near as scary as he used to be because of him not hitting that at that high of a level yet.
Yeah, first night's early, it's not normally that impactful. It just ends up being maybe one kill, Mag gets jumped.
This time there is a grave. Well, once again there's a grave. Mag will get kept alive just that little bit longer. They are going to look to chase this one down. Looks like this time do want to go for the kill, and Mag, yeah, will be brought down. The grave may be like half a second too early, but that would have been tricky to save his life regardless.
It can be really hard to judge with the Soul Catcher as well. That last tiny bit of the HP bar, you never quite know. So I think that was okay from Vatscore, and Aware finally getting on the board. So good for them.
Yep. Sanking now, farming a big neutral stack here. Oh, Nightstalker's nearby. He can come in and lead some experience here, but Sanking's not coming out of this sandstorm anytime soon. Lol's going to be waiting around for a long time. Well, Darkness gets used here. Sanking, yeah. These Centaurs have still got a good 10-15 seconds left on them, so... Lolik, he's being patient. That's for sure. He's really banking on getting this kill, and Sanking maybe realizes this, because he's not getting all the experience. He'll see the Nightstalker now. Nightstalker comes in, takes the Centaur, may look to take a few more of these, uses the Void. Yeah, he gets all of them, but Always Wanna Fly still gets the experience and also avoids a kill. So sure, he doesn't get all the farm that he'd like to, but end of the day, it's not a huge loss for him, I feel like. Dying there would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, and that's just basically free farm for Resolution in the meantime, so rockets him up to the top of the CS charts.
Yep. Well, now Sanking Dazzle could be looking to make a move here. They do head back towards this top lane, and Centaur, he's going to be really careful. He's got his Tranquil Boots up, so he is slowly regenning his HP, but we're going to see Dazzle attempt a swing through this top lane. Not going to find too much right now. Nyx is also rotating up top, so looks like Aware are ready for this aggression coming out from Team Empire.
Is this Is this Midas Alchemist or is it Shadowblade Alchemist? I kind of want to see Shadowblade, honestly. I think it fits in much better with the Centaur and the Night Stalker, but I guess we'll see what he does.
He's got 3 points in stun, so it does have at least is maxing that out first by the looks of things. Night Stalker gets smoked up at this top lane just to make sure he avoids any potential lane wards. There aren't any up there, but better safe than sorry when you're ganking as a Night Stalker. If you rotate and you get spotted by an Observer Ward and waste your time, it's really very painful. And he's going to look for this kill here on the Luna. Luna does have Agi treads, needs to get to those strength treads as soon as possible. Doesn't actually toggle them at all. Has backup though. Dazzle there as well. Oh, Tornado EMP coming out. This is going to really cripple Aware. We may see the Centaur go down as well. Clockwork shows up to the party as well. Hasn't got a hook shot just yet. It looks like Zako on the Centaur should take a fall. Max hasted up. He's still chasing. He's got that bottle. Now he's going to go on Stress here. Stress has got no way out. It looks like he's going to be the second here at the top lane to take a fall. And Night Stalker, he just gets hell out of there. That EMP Tornado doing some serious work on the Aware lineup.
And Empire were just so ready for that gank. Vanscore was hovering behind the Luna, ready to drop a grave. I don't even know if they needed both heroes rotating up to counter gank there. They could have just graved, eclipsed, and then had the Invoker TP. But
they needed the Clockwork for the chasing. I don't know if they would have gotten, like, they maybe get one kill, but I don't think they definitely don't get the second without the Clockwork. So it's probably okay. But it is the Shadowblade Alchemist you talked about. This is, I mean,
this is old school. Well, like a few patches ago.
Yeah, Silent going to pick up another kill. That's Paper with his own life. A level 3 double edge. He could pick up the Stampede as well now. Zeko gets the stun on the tower on Bankswell. Pops the Stampede as well. Clockwork going to show up for this one. He's looking for a hookshot on Roger. Oh, is he going to go back in? He's got it. He's going to hook on Roger. And Battery Assault still up the cogs there as well. Roger should take a fall there and always want to fly with the Sandstorm, helping things out. As Bankswell does go down, the Dazzle in return, and it looks like Night Stalker trying to catch up Mag here in the trees. Alchemist, he's going to stun himself as well as Mag. The melee, he gets in close enough range that he actually hits him with the stun, even though he doesn't throw it. So they're going to lose the Clockwork as well in the end there. So a nice turnaround from Aware, getting a few key kills in this top lane.
Look at always want to fly his gold. I mean, okay, first props to him. Nice opportunistic ward as he was retreating from that fight. I don't know if that'll last. I think the Night Stalker may have spotted it. But also, he's just got 1,500 gold. Blink Dagger is on its way soon.
I was with the Night Stalker sweeping in and taking about 200 gold, taking 3 big neutral creeps from him, so hasn't slowed him down all that much. He still will be like a maybe 11-12 minute Blink Dagger at this rate, which is perfectly fine here. You just need the brown boots, the Blink Dagger, and then you can go back for the arcane boots later on as needed.
So for Aware to win this game, I think the next nighttime is the absolutely crucial marker for them. They've got the Shadowblade up on the Alchemist. He's ready to start TPing around, start looking for some kills. The Night Stalker's coming into his own a little bit, can pick up some treads in just a second. And if they can get a bunch of kills and secure some towers afterwards, then maybe they're looking alright. The one really nice thing for them as well is if they can get the farm and get a BKB on the Night Stalker and the Alchemist, then I think things are really looking up. So we'll see. I don't think they're as in bad as position as you would think, given how the early game started out with that first blood and then just unanswered kills all over the map from Empire.
Yeah, it's a 2k gold lead, but realistically that's not too big of a deficit, and Alchemist can easily get some momentum for this team with the Shadowblade. If he sets up kills well over the next couple minutes, things are looking good for them. The problem is right now he's just got the brown boots, wants to get some phase boots to go with this, wants to start looking towards his next item, and it's also just only level 6, so the Alchemist, not exactly that higher level, even after getting involved in a couple of those kills. As I think they're making a joke here.
Yeah,
they're being funny. So. I mean, remakes are a thing. Like, you can remake from saves.
Yeah, couldn't remake back to 30 seconds ago. And the replay takeover feature would actually be super useful if it wasn't so buggy, because that would mean that you could do any time and not just on the minute. But
oh yeah,
I think at the moment it's just not really usable. People already point out that reloading from save can cause some weird bugs.
Yes.
And I think that the replay takeover can be even worse. It's just not something that people use a whole lot either, so I don't know if the bugs really get reported, and I don't know if it's really a priority.
Yeah, like neither of those features gets used much at all. Even just reloading from a save normally, it's something that happens so infrequently. Like you say, the bugs. Well, there isn't enough like testing done to find the bugs related to it.
Yeah, and we still have things like, I think is that courier bug still in? Where the courier just randomly stops accepting the hotkey inputs, and you have to move it manually. That's really frustrating. I saw somebody posting that was that affected like a pro game the other day. So yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, Valve will always have some of their own special features, although that one sounds a bit more like a bug than a feature. But
I guess it's an equal bug, right? Both teams can potentially suffer from it equally.
yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, assuming it affects both teams, maybe it only happens to one team in the game. But things are ready to get back underway here. Aware versus Team Empire. We're here in our best of one StarLadder Europe, day 23. Empire already picking up a win earlier today against Team Alliance. But this time around, well, they're looking like getting actually some competition here with Aware. Yamaha at the bottom lane looking for the kill here. Mag's hiding in the trees. Are they actually going to come scout him out? They
There was a ping
check him
from the Nyx assassin. I'm pretty sure he pinged it, but oh well, never mind.
Oh, because they had the lane ward too.
Yeah, they had the ward. They were like, where did he go? Is he in the side? Is he in the trees? Did he TP out? And now their suspicions are confirmed.
Well, they didn't even check the secret shop, so he could have just as well been at the secret shop as well. Yeah. Could have gone into the secret shop, which they didn't check either.
It is worth pointing out that Empire, they come into this game as the favorite, but it's also pretty important for them to win this one because I think they have 5 games or something left after this, or 4 games, and they're all against teams in the top 8. So potentially important games. Counter initiation. Roger made a bit of a mistake jumping on him with no backup.
Yeah, he just gets destroyed there. Gets a demonic purge up. Mag will heal off this damage with the bottle if he wants to. And tornado EMP. This one will catch out. It looks like Nyx assassin will get brought down here. The poison touch to follow, and stress will go down. Multi-kill for the Invoker. He gets himself a double kill at the bottom lane.
Oh, and he inadvertently cancelled the Alchemist's TP as well. He was TPing top to try and go and gank the Luna, I think, to back up the Centaur. Yeah, stun, stampede in, chain stun, but unfortunately there was 2 in a row, so he's going to go back to base now.
Theoretically saves the Luna's life, because I don't think Luna would have expected the Alchemist to be coming up there, so... Actually,
there is the lane ward.
Yeah, that's no, good point. They have got the lane ward. So Sankey now, 11-minute Blink Dagger is online. I mean, for Empire, things are looking good. Yeah, the same. I mean, you mentioned they've still got 5 matches left against some of the top teams, but they've only got 1 loss in StarLadder, so they're looking really good to advance to the playoffs. And sure, they're versing some of the tougher teams, but they've already beaten Alliance and Na'Vi, who are basically the 2 toughest teams here in StarLadder. So I think they still got matches against like Fnatic, Sigma, Cloud9. They haven't versed Cloud9, I believe. So actually, no, they have versed Cloud9. They beat Cloud9 as well. So
the remaining matches are Fnatic, VP, Power Rangers, and Roxkiss. So maybe some potential upsets, especially with Power Rangers and VP and whatnot, but...
I still expect them to win at least half of those matches. Like, worst case scenario, they win half of them, and then they're still, they're sitting on 3 losses and they're in the top 4 for the LAN finals, so... bottom line.
Roger, bye-bye.
Roger's he's just going for some big YOLO plays here, often looking for kills on his own. The backup is coming now, but the Alchemist doesn't want to really commit to this one. Throws the stun onto Vengstor. Night Stalker there as well. The EMP as well as the Cold Snap may even be enough to lock down Log in place. Takes a bazillion burst damage there. Tornado can go flying. Alchemist gets put out, but it's on the Shadow Blade with the long cooldown. Now this may be Yamaha dead as well. He gets dusted up regardless, and always want to fly coming in with the Blink Burrow Strike. Finishes him off, and that's Night Stalker dead during nighttime, and the so important second nighttime as well. That's really bad news. Actually, no, it wasn't second nighttime. It was just the darkness being used. But second nighttime about to hit, and then Aware need to make this next 4 or 5 minutes of the game count and really count hard.
Dire's middle tower.
And it's going to be difficult because Empire can just kind of sit on this lead right now. If they wanted to just sit back on their side of the map behind tier 1 towers for the entire duration of this nighttime, they definitely could. So Aware have to make even riskier plays to try and pick up kills.
Yep. Gradually losing more and more map control with the tier 1 at bottom tower going down. And the tier 1 mid and top are both very low as well. Empire do want to try and make a play for them. For now though, Mag happy just to get a bit more farm and XP at the bottom lane. He's close to his Blade Mail. Just 20 gold away from that. Meanwhile, Invoker has picked up a 4-star, so this is going to make it just a little bit even harder for your Nightstorm to get these kills. They are going to engage on top lane. They're looking for Zacho. He pops a Stampede, but the Cold Snap just locking him in place. Another kill going the way of Empire. They do lose this Sand King. That was at bottom lane, so looks like Sand King.
Night Stalker Alchemist found him.
Well, Ancient's being stacked here. Nyx Assassin scouts them out, but this is a huge stack. Luna's gonna come over and just get filthy rich off of that stack.
And the silence already pretty huge. That first blood, got a Dominator, got a Yasha, BKB is gonna come up off the stack.
Yep. He's kind of committing to this tier 1 mid tower. It's already pretty low, so he's thinking he can maybe get this Alchemist. Not actually there with the Shadow Blade. Oh, Hookshot coming in. They're going on the Night Stalker. This is going to be a dead Lolok Night Stalker. Tier 1 tower to follow. Luna picking up the last hit. Now there's going to be a Burrow Strike through. They're going to get another kill here. The Shadow Demon gets thrown up in the air. Brought down. Clockwork with a double kill.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they saw this courier. They pinged it. They're going courier hunting. Game on, and this courier is as good as dead. It looks like 1 or 2 more right clicks. He's going to get it as well. Oh boy. Nothing going right at all this game for Team Aware.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable summary.
Middle tower is under
unfortunately.
attack.
And the other thing as well, they're really pick-off oriented with their lineup. So Empire, the decision is not going to be just back off and be scared of the pick-offs. They're just all going to 5-man down mid and pick up some more towers and get even further ahead. And not sure what Aware can really do to stop them.
Yeah, Lolok's going to try and go in and engage this one. Tornado EMP comes out. That's going to catch up the Centaur, destroys his entire mana pool. We're going to think about maybe going with the Eclipse. The Burrow Strike going to catch on the food. The Eclipse may finish off Lolok. They lose 2 instantly. Empire just making this game look too easy right now. EMP Invoker just crushes this Aware lineup. Like this to me is just a horrible outdraft, as among other things. Like Empire, obviously, the stronger team, but the draft is just making this game look even worse than it really is.
It's not even like the Invoker was last pick, we caught you. You have all of these mana-dependent strength heroes, so the Quasvex Invoker is going to be great on poor Hakon.
Yeah, just pick off after pick off, and it really is just like, I mean, we're at the same time of playing a bit sloppy. Like we saw Shadow Demon Roger fight the Clockwork when he shouldn't be fighting him. We've seen Centaur get caught out alone a couple times. Looks like Yamaha is going to be looking for a stun here. Ooh, can he find the Sand King? Doesn't actually get to throw it. Sand King actually blinking away as well. So, it's Struggle Town.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot, and Resolution's having a little bit of fun as well. Looks like he's working on a Dagon, so.
Yep. Why not, I guess? Why not? And
yeah, normally it would be the Hex. I think Resolution on Quasvex Invoker always goes the same skill build and always goes the same item build as well. It's always Phase, Drum, Force, Hex. But looks like this time around they're gonna deviate a little bit and go for the Dagon. I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't feel like it. That's definitely not the case here, as we do have Luna. Manta Style, Helm of the Dominator, hasn't actually gone for this Ancient stack. It's been sitting here for some time, but just deciding not really needed. He can just get more elsewhere on the map as far as farm goes, as far as applying pressure. Looks like Empire are going to be just grouped up near this bottom lane. They go for a mini smoke here, just the Sand King as well as the Invoker. And they see so much here. Their map control is just fantastic with visions. Near the middle lane, they've got vision. Actually, this one gets dewatered now, so Nyx Assassin does find the Observer Ward here, but it's too late. Centaur's going to get caught up. Looks like the Tornado EMP going to catch him out. The Epicenter even being used to secure the kill. Alchemist is going to start chilling up the stun here. Going to look for the Sand King. We'll get him with the stun here, but is the follow-up going to be enough here? The Night Stalker comes in, gets the Silence of Vendetta, hit into an Impale, and this means no grave, as the Impale hits the Dazzle as well, so possibly an okay initiative from Aware, but it looks like Clockwork coming in will force back Aware. Cold Snap goes down on your Night Stalker. Lolok may just take a fall to this one. The Battery Assault itself drops a Blade Mail as well. Lolok 1 or 2 more right clicks. He gets brought down as well. Man getting the last hit with a Rocket Flare. He's on a mega kill streak, and things just going from bad to worse for Aware.
Yeah, and Empire, there's still a tier 1 tower up top for the Radiant, but looks like they just don't really care. And it's odd because this is normally like the most inconsequential tower for the Radiant in the game. They'll normally give this away, you know, with even the slightest push, but no. Empire aren't even concerned about their gold. They get a little bit of damage on the tier 3 and then back they go.
Yep. Well, they're probably thinking maybe they will go Roche, take this Ancients at some point. Luna just getting more and more farm. Luna takes the enemy Ancients but won't take her own Ancient stack. Like, come on, Silent. Let's go. To your own Ancients, and it looks like that's where he's finally heading. As elsewhere, Resolution just going to walk into an Observer Ward here by himself, so he needs to be a bit careful. He has got that Dagon 1 up. Not really getting too much out of this rotation through the enemy jungle, though.
And we're just kind of taking whatever farm is still available to them. They've re-established their map control a little bit with these wards, so a couple of camps here and there, but you do definitely not want to be on the back foot with a Night Stalker and a Shadowblade Alchemist, and that's firmly where they find themselves planted right now. And Always Wanna Fly has somehow made his way all the way over into the trees, scoping things out.
There were pings on him, but I think it was his... No, yeah, it was pings coming out from Aware. They know he's in there. They either saw or heard the Burrow Strike, I think it was, because I think Yamaha's trying to bait this, but he needs to be careful because the Invoker can do a lot of damage very fast. Mag will get caught out here. That's not a good place to be. The Tornado EMP coming in. That's going to keep Mag alive a bit longer. He's got an armlet up as well. That actually can help save his life as well. The kill actually goes. The Night Stalker gets pushed away by the Cogs, and Lolik now in all sorts of trouble. Dazzle elsewhere did end up going down here. I think the Nyx Assassin was part of the reason behind that one. Lolik still getting chased down by the Invoker. Decides against it, switches target, goes on the next pop, forces out a Vendetta here, and there's going to be a Blink Burrow Strike. The Hookshot going to catch up Yamaha as well. He's got no Shadowblade for 3 seconds. He's going to be brought down as well, and Sand King stunned up. 4 heroes dead. Night Stalker the only survivor. He's on sub 100 HP.
Radiant's
Back at base. Empire will finish the tier 2 tower. They've got an Eagle Song now on your Luna. These things are just going fantastic for them.
Yeah, super convincing performance, and took this game pretty seriously as well. You know, like we pointed out, a lot of their top picks for this patch in this game.
Even if they did kind of build towards some more casual fun items later on, but definitely early on they were very serious. As Shadow Demon get destroyed and obliterated by an Invoker Dagon. Dagon 3 now back at base for Resolution. They'll lose Luna though. Oh, Deafening Blast, not enough. Sand King goes in every single Burrow Strike. It's a bit too late to save the Luna, but it will maybe enough to clean up here. Centaur looking for a return kill on the Sand King, not going to come. The Grave going to keep the Sand King alive. He TP's home, and it looks like Invoker Resolution may have overstayed his welcome. He goes way too deep in the enemy base. They're trying to kill off Lolik here as well. Lolik, the physical damage, is this going to be enough? The evasion! Oh, the miss chance is there. The Poison Touch will get the kill regardless, but that one miss, unfortunately working against the Dazzle, but in the end, he still gets a kill. GG is called. Aware have had enough. They tap out, and Empire get themselves another win in StarLadder Europe.
Things looking good for them to, I guess, at least make their way into the playoff portion. How many teams out of Europe for the
4
finals?
teams from Europe.
Okay, nice.
So, as things...
So is there even playoffs?
No, there's no playoffs. Unlike America